Now, the plus and the minus area are already heat fixed for you. So you only have to heat fix the oval part. So just pass it through the flame, like once or twice. Good enough. Okay, then you're going to stain it. The staining procedures in Canvas, so I'm going to bring that down now. When you look at it, your mouse scraping, you're going to see squamous cells. You must be able to recognize simple squamous epithelial cells that slough off of your skin, or the wall of your vagina, or the wall of your anus, or your skin, or your mouth, or whatever. And you have to also recognize bacteria that may be there. Okay? That will be a lab final question. Okay, I'm in my, let me just minimize that. Okay. There's 2 documents in here that will help you with this particular stain. One is the Acid Fast Stain Lab, and the other one is Staining Procedures. So this one, that's coming up. I'm in Canvas. This one is the Acid Fast Stain, and it explains what we're doing with the AFB slide, and we're going to do a TB Canyun stain. So you can read this, and it will give you information about what we're doing. And it also tells you how to make it. So the procedure's here also, if you want to. Okay? And a picture of your slide. Then there's another document in here. Poor Colton, he's so exasperated. He's like, this goes too slow. He's like light years ahead of us. And Canvas takes forever to open anything. Okay, we need lab materials. Whoopsie, where did it go? Oh, what is this? I never saw that before. Do you see that little thing there?
It's the middle one.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Going much faster than it ever went before. Okay, so the quiz you're going to take this weekend, one's on chemistry, and one is this, all the stains, all these stains. So the Acid Fast Stain Lab was the document I just had open, explains how your AFB slide works, and then Staining Procedures has all the staining procedures acid fast in there. Metric conversions, do not worry about it for this quiz. I revised it a little bit. We'll go over it when the time comes, when we have time, but it's not on anything this weekend, so don't worry about it. It just ended up there. It's a long story. Never mind. All right, staining procedures. Come on, staining procedures. Okay. We're down at differential stains. We're going to do the Graham stain tomorrow. Today we're going to do the acid fast stain. How did I make it bigger? Or I have to go into a different thing?
You
All
can
right.
see it.
I can? Let me try this.
That one.
All right. Okay. With your acid fast stain and your Graham stain, you are going to have to remember the steps. Differential stains differentiate one kind of bacteria from another kind of bacteria based on differences in their cell wall. So differential stains, in this case, acid fast and Graham stain is for differentiating different cell wall bacteria. Lost my train of thought already. Oh, you do have to memorize the steps and what's happening in each step. So that's why you'll see I have the primary stain step, the decolorizer step, the counter stain step. So you're going to have to understand what those different steps mean. In your textbook in chapter 4, it has the staining procedures. Also, remember this photographic lab atlas has the acid fast stain procedures, and they make, in both your textbook and here, they have this little chart. Okay, it shows you when you first put your bacteria on your slide, everything's going to look clear. Once you add the primary stain, which is carbofuscin, which is pink, everything's going to turn pink. Then you decolorize by drizzling acid alcohol over your bacteria. And then you have to rinse quickly, because if you leave the acid alcohol on there, it's just gonna dissolve everything. So drizzle it, a drop over one little circle, a drop over the other little circle, a couple of drops over your oval, and then grab your squeeze bottle and rinse it. Then, after decolorizing, this is what we call the determinative step. This is when the determination happens, this is the important step, this is when the differentiation happens. Bacteria that have waxes in their wall, that pink stain goes into the waxes and the waxes hold it. So they don't get decolorized, they stay pink. Cells that don't have the waxes are going to get decolorized because they don't have the waxes to hold on to the stain. So the color's going to leave, they get decolorized back to clear. If I took my slide, put it on a microscope now, I'd see the pink ones, but I wouldn't see the clear ones. And I want to see the clear ones just to be sure that I didn't wash them down the drain. So I go back with a counter stain of a different color. And even if I add green to this pink, the pink is already in the waxes and the green won't change that. But the clear cells are going to pick up the green and turn green. So non-acid fast cells are going to end up being green because of this counter stain. Your acid fast cells are going to be pink because they retain the primary stain throughout the process. So those and that's why I have it set up like this, so you can see first the pink carbonfusion, then you decolorize, that's the determinative important step, then you counter stain with brilliant green to give contrast back to the cells that were clear when you decolorized, okay? Around the room, I set up little baskets that have these same three things, only they're in smaller bottles because the smaller bottles are easier to work with. These come dumping out so fast, they're hard to work with, so I put in little bottles for you. Okie dokie. So, that's what you're going to do.